Hi, everybody. Welcome back to EA Sports, continuing coverage, and we've got a clean sheet of ice and the final clean sheet of exhibition play tonight. Great energy both inside and outside the arena tonight as we are just moments away now from puck drop. The Panthers kick things off by winning the opening faceoff, and here we go. Oh, great move to sidestep the check. Oh, the double G in the house, the great glove save. Lots of time left in this period. We're still scoreless. Locks them up on the draw as they take possession. Comes up with the stop. Taken by Riley. Takes a bump but hangs on. Carries it across the line. Here's a short pass to Zucker. Centering feed. Oh, and he comes up with a stop. Nowhere for that shot to go through. Moves it to the middle. Another pass. And he shuts down a great scoring chance there. And he takes the feed. Handles the pass. And that goes off, force off a body. Florida's on the attack. Taken along the wall by Tkachuk. Glove save. Quick reflexes. Inching closer to the midway mark of this period. The game is still scoreless. The Panthers take possession off the faceoff. From one end of the blue line to the other. And the stick, his best friend on that save right there. The Panthers take possession here in the open ice. From the point. Denies him. He got all of it. Quick pass to Tavares. And now he moves it quickly to Nylander. Loses possession after he takes a little hit. And he stands tall in goal. Poked away in the offensive end. Intercepted the pass. Toronto's got the puck against the half wall. Takes a shot. And he takes that one in the chest.
All the new styles of jerseys, shirts, hats, and other collectibles.
More than half the period has expired. Still looking for our first goal. And with the centers tied up, he swoops in to take possession. Moves it quickly over to Olivier. Turns him away. And they'll get a breather as the goaltender covers it up. Officials getting ready to drop the puck to get play back underway. Florida's won the draw and they'll go to work. Makes the save! Off the wall and right to the stick. Nice play. Amadio's got it along the wing. Sends a pass over. Oh, can't get it to go.
Well, and it's a good scoring chances. A quick release shot, but unable to convert.
Slides it diagonally to Luosterainen. Makes it look easy with the stop. Oh, he caught him.
And that's a thunderous hit along the boards. It's bone-crushing, James. You feel that one right from your toes all the way up to your shoulders. Talk about finishing a check.
The Panthers will play it from the defensive zone. Can't complete the pass as it goes off a stick. Point shot. Oh, much respect as he blocks that one. And he makes the easy save. There's the whistle as the goalie hangs on. Here in the late goings of the period, still no score in this one. The Panthers win the faceoff. Handles the puck. Lays into the body. Directed over to Kovacevic. Here's a chance in front. And he denies that great opportunity there. Big time stop with the glove.
I'm not sure where the defense is, but I'll tell you what, the goaltender has been outstanding. Made a flurry of saves to keep his team in this one.
Now lining up here for the face-off after a great shift there, Cheryl.
Yeah, in the offensive zone, they have all the momentum. Would be surprised to see a little stall at the face-off here to give their goaltender a little extra breather because he has been under siege, and you can see it on his face. He needs some rest.
Handles it again. And that concludes the first 20 minutes of play. Second period action. Stick around.
Hey fans, great tickets are still available
2 more periods to go, and we're about to play the second frame here. Advantage goalies through the first 20 minutes. Let's see if we get a goal here in the second. Well, Cheryl, we got 20 minutes under our belts in this one. How do you sum up the performance?
Florida's controlled the majority of play here, and you know the coach is going to be telling them to continue with the habits, continue to play aggressive, but to drive the paint. Anytime you're in the offensive zone and you're not getting good looks, it's because you're on the perimeter. Matthews is going to continue.
And they score!
Well, with a delayed penalty, they get their opponent running around, James, and they wind up scoring, so that's going to nullify their power play, but it doesn't really matter. They got one on that one.
Very effective. Still plenty of time left in this frame. The Leafs have taken a 1-0 lead. Slides it across to Domi. Scooped up along the wall by Shabbat. The Panthers look to start the transition game. They put the puck into the offensive end. Ekblad's moving the puck through his own zone. Takes the feed. Oh, and he's dialed in tonight. What a save on that one. Oh, that was like a bomb exploding against the boards. And that's a great heads-up play in the offensive zone. Takes a shot. Turned aside with a glove by Bobrovsky.
Shabbat's return to the lineup certainly gives his team some added boost in offense as he gets a dangerous shot right off the hop.
And look at this. They've really ratcheted up the intensity here. Tries to get it to Verhaeghe. Oh, what a glove save by Stolarz.
Matthews is out for the remainder of the game with that injury he suffered earlier, James. We just received confirmation that it is true. The injury he sustained will keep him out, and this is a real tough one. I mean, what does the team do now, and how frustrated he must be with this injury?
And a real test of perseverance here for the bench here to get this game down to the stretch. And he comes up with the glove save.
Bobrovsky's been so consistent throughout tonight's game, and I mean, he's made timely saves as well. A lot of shots that he's faced, and his save percentage is an indicator of it.
Shabbat's got it behind his own net. Slides the puck over to Nylander. Oh, it stayed out! It stayed out! What a save!
Well, that's all Will, and this is going to elevate his team, no question about it, James. I mean, it was all but in, and then he comes from nowhere to make that save.
A little bumping around, but still maintains possession. Here we go! Over the line! Pass is blocked, ending that rush. Receives the pass. Makes some space. Puck picked up by Kulikov. Quick feed down low. And that's intercepted by Tanev.
The Leafs have been picking off passes left, right, and center. You know the coach is going to like this, but it has to transition to offense because this game's awfully close.
Puck sent across the blue line. Big time stop.
A player should never be left alone in the slot, but man, is the goaltender to task here. Gets out in front of it and makes the save.
And that goes off a player. Great use of the wall on the pass. Picked up along the wall by Marner. Angles it over to Tkachuk. Takes the feed. That's a good heads-up play at center ice. And he avoids the poke check with some great edge work. We got a whistle as the puck's frozen. Teams are lined up, and we are ready to take this draw. They take possession as he locks him up off the faceoff. And there's the horn, bringing the second period to an end. All right, they say 3 is the magic number. Period number 3 is coming up next. 2 down, 1 to go. Third period, they're ready to drop the puck. Final frame is underway here. Cheryl, 40 minutes in the books now played. How do you view this one?
The Panthers have had a ton of grade A scoring chances. They just haven't been able to solve the goaltender. They can't get frustrated. I really like their play. They just got to stick with the game plan and continue to attack the net.
Quick pass over to Marner. Grabs the puck. Turns that one away. And that pass goes off a stick. Puck grabbed by Reinhart. Sends the pass over. Here's a shot. And makes the routine save. Feeds it to Tavares. Enters the offensive zone from the left. Here's a chance. Stops him with a glove. And he moves it up to Reinhart. Lets it go from the back end. Denies him with the save. Along the wing up the neutral zone. Shot! Redirected off one of his own line mates there. Feeds the puck across to Samaskevich. Long reach breaks up the momentum. Sends it in deep. Florida's got the puck along the wall. And he coughs it up with the pass. Quick pass across to McCabe. Shot! And that's blocked in traffic.
Kampf made an incredible play there, James. He stumbles in front of the net, but finds the puck and could have lost it, but manages to stay with it enough to get a shot off.
We haven't even hit the midway mark of the period. We got a 1-0 game to this point. Puck is dropped and he wins the draw here in the defensive zone. Oh, he just got thunderstruck.
Well, he did. I mean, closing so quickly. No time and space there, and just crushes him.
What a hit. And they'll go on the attack. Great pressure by McMahon. And that shot gets caught in traffic. Florida's got a hold of it against the wall. Centering feed. And nothing materializes on that chance. Toronto's got the puck against the boards. Loses his balance on the play. Slides it up ahead from the right wing. Grabs it with the glove. Stolarz freezes the puck, and we've got a critical face-off coming up now.
Well, and this is a great decision late in the game to be able to just pounce on the puck, really read the temperature of his team and get a much-needed face-off.
Toronto's won the defensive zone draw. Slides the pass over to Nylander. He grabs the puck here at the point. And a great save!
Well, he's extremely dangerous when he has the puck on his stick. He's like a magician, and it's on a string. This time, though, the goaltender shuts him down.
Shuts him down!
What a fantastic save from a high-danger scoring area, James. And, I mean, he's bailing his team out. They have to do a better job of protecting him.
Oh, tremendous save on the play!
What an incredible save. No idea how he got to that one, James. And the shooter is absolutely stunned. What a stop.
And as play continues, listen to these fans. They're starting to get loud and recognizing what we saw not long ago here, Cheryl.
Yeah, James, I mean, they're continuing to acknowledge the save he made earlier because they know the temperature of this game. And, hey, the fans are now in it. They're all on board, and guess what? The goaltender knows it.
This is a face-off they'll definitely want to win here inside the offensive zone. Under a minute to play in this dandy. Tries to feed it over to Reinhart. And they'll be forced to regroup as the puck escapes the offensive end. Mikula's taking it from his own end. Here they come. Down the left side on the attack. And that's a smart heads-up play by Riley.
Sometimes when you're losing, a coach will give you a little more leeway to get things done offensively. You start to take some risks. But this one doesn't work out in their favor.
Takes a knock, but he's still got the puck. And tries to make a diagonal pass to Zucker. A blast! And that shot goes nowhere as the lane was filled. Oh, and the puck clears the zone. They'll be forced to do this one over. Toronto's got the puck in their own end. Puts it on net. Time ticking away, and he comes up big. And this one's all over. What a performance between the pipes tonight.
Well, I mean, he was dominant, wasn't he, James?
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to EA Sports. I'm James Cybulski. It's opening night, and there's a tremendous amount of buzz around this team. There is always something magical about opening night, and we are set to get underway. The Leafs win the draw, and they'll start on the attack. Oh, he hit him and caught all of it.
Oh, and that's a tough one, James. You're along the boards. They don't have a lot of give. What that means, you're feeling it all.
A little crashing and banging forces the turnover. And he slides it quickly to Zucker. Pokes it away in his own end. Florida's got a hold of the puck. On the attack along the boards. Scores! There it is! His first of the season, and look at the smile there!
Well, this is a great goal on the backhand, James. It's so hard to control the backhand. You have to have power, you have to have strength, and it's also about the placement. You want to make sure it's on the back foot. He finds and recognizes he's got the right spot, and he buries it.
And off the draw, they take the puck. Here's a shot! Stopped by the goaltender, getting a piece of that one.
Great positioning by the goaltender to redirect it to the corner, getting it out of danger.
Florida's got possession of the puck. Takes a spill onto the ice and loses the puck. Glove save, and he made it look simple. Stolarz freezes the puck and opts for the whistle. The Panthers continue to lead midway through the first. They have really put on an offensive clinic so far. Florida's got it, and they're on the attack. Takes the feed at the back end. Stops them cold. Still lots of time left in the period. The Panthers lead it 1-0. Gourds won the draw, and they're on the attack. Takes a bump, but hangs on to the puck. Oh, what an effort giving up the body there. And that's just out of reach. Grabbed along the boards by Mikkola. Stretch pass. Shot. Oh, what a great glove save on the play. Teams are ready for the draw. The linesman about to drop the puck. Gourds won the draw here, and they'll go on the attack. With possession along the wall. Toronto's gained possession. Gains the zone along the right wall. Gets the puck in deep. And he passes it up ahead to Olivier. The Panthers cross the line. Oh, what a save on the play! Whoa!
He's doing absolutely everything he can to keep his team in this game, James. Unbelievable save.
Whacks it into the offensive zone. Florida's looking to break out. Gains the zone on the left wing. And puts the body into it, a little bumper car hockey. No, they didn't like that, and here we go. They're going to fight.
I didn't like it because it was a dangerous play, James, and you got a player down as a result, and of course you got to respond, and it results in dropping the mitts. The Panthers keeping their fan base in this game, and anytime there's a fight, you can feel the energy in the building, especially when you're the home team. It's electric in here.
Florida's got possession of the puck after that neutral zone faceoff. And the stick absolutely folds as he tries to unleash the shot.
Stolarz robs his opponent after that last save, and you can just see the shooter is in disbelief. Can't believe he came up with that one. But what it does is it sends a message to his team to start playing. Start playing in front of him, and they need to answer the call.
And the pass is disrupted because of that broken stick on the ice. The Panthers have it now. Grabs control of it at the point. Too much congestion blocks the shot. And a smart heads-up play to poke that away by Reinhart. Fires it on net. McMahon slowed down with the hook, and the official's arm is in the air. Time for the officials to hand out the judgment.
Some fragile timing here, James, at the end of the period. It's a close game. Your PKers have to get to work. They can get some rest of the intermission, and they can start the next period.
And the man advantage unit comes out to go to work.
A power play that can even the score here, James. It is massively important that they create some kind of momentum in their favor on this one.
Oh, excellent use of the stick as he knocks that one away. Dishes it off. And he's ridden off the puck. Moves it to Järnkrok. Oh, great glove save. Where'd that come from? Matthews is at the face-off dot and will try to win the draw as we are about to resume this power play. Toronto's won the draw. Now let's see what they can do with it. And there's a great save by Bobrovsky. Here's a shot, and it banks off a stick in traffic. Takes the pass. Gord's got the puck. Back at the point, they set it up. Toronto's got it against the boards. Florida's penalty killers get a hold of it. Through the neutral zone now, picking up steam. Hard hit frees up the puck. Gains the zone. Makes a move, and the puck hops away from him.
Sometimes when you lose the puck, it's a product of trying to do too much. Sometimes keeping it simple is more effective.
The Leafs take it along the wall. From the right wing, he moves it to the middle. Now a quick pass to Riley. In front of the net, and the goaltender covers up for a whistle on the play. Barkov's ready for the draw as they continue to be shorthanded here. Järnkrok's won the face-off deep inside the offensive zone. And he shut the door on that last play. Florida's moving it up the ice.
Kulikov's fighting through an injury, really laboring to get to the bench here. He's going to look to finish his shift, but he's really struggling. Well, that hit had to hurt, James. Let's have another look at that one. I mean, he goes down hard, and when you have a hit like that, you're feeling it all over your body. Kulikov's going to leave the game here, James, and not sure if he'll be back. The reason being is he was hit in the head, and you can certainly see that he looks almost dazed, so they'll have to enforce some protocols to make sure he's ready to go if he does come back. And I think what we know now from a societal standpoint, the head injuries, I mean, this is a very, very concerning issue for them. Quick feed to Chabot. I'm going to guess that he's going to look to drive the net and shoot the puck, given that he's one goal away from his next milestone. Oh, and a misfire as that goes right out of the zone. That'll do it for period number 1. We'll drop the puck on the second period in just moments.
Fans, tonight our world-famous blend is dropping $50 gift certificates. Keep your eyes to the sky for the night.
Opening face-off for period number 2, about set to go. Second frame is underway as the puck is dropped. Well, Cheryl, how do you sum this one up through the first 20 minutes? The Panthers have the majority of shots in this one. It's a reason they're in the lead, James. But after the shot, they're also retrieving, so they've got their opponent right where they want him, on their heels. Denies him on the slapper. Swatted out of midair. And he keeps possession. And now it's over to Samaskevich. And the lane's clogged up, blocking that. Works it across to Matthews. And uses the length of his stick to knock that puck away. Beautiful read in the defensive end by Tavares. The Leafs are in a tight game. They got to start making good on all of those interceptions where they've been great spots and finding ways to get the puck. Doing a great scores, and someone's having a happy Thanksgiving. Kulikov's earlier injury is going to keep him out of the game, James. We've just received confirmation from the staff, and this isn't good. Not good at all. Huge blow for the team, and somebody who's just so well-liked, too, right? Those intangibles that he brings on the bench as well at times like this. Yeah. Don't like seeing that at all. From center, they get into the attacking area. Strong use of the body to force the puck loose. Toronto's got the puck. He got all of that hit. And that's knocked away by Kovacevic. And he's knocked off the puck there. Florida's got it into the offensive zone. Huge play in his own end to come up with the puck. Pushes it across to Amadio. Gets a piece of it to keep it out. Amadio's back on the ice after serving that 5-minute major for fighting, and it's certainly appreciated to have a physical element to your game. You know his teammates certainly appreciate it, but man, you got to find a way to generate offense, and the only way you can is when you're on the ice. In all alone on the breakaway. Oh, it just kind of muffles that one. Well, he muffles it because he's in tight, and when you're in tight, you run out of room, and you run out of option as well. You got to find a way to get the puck to the net. Gets the puck over to Robertson. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. Passes it over. Turns it away.
Bobrovsky's been dominant in the crease tonight. He's turned away a lot of high-danger shots, and he's really found a way to build some momentum for his team, give him a real opportunity to win.
The Panthers get a hold of the puck along the boards. Misses over the net. Stolarz has it and freezes the play. Just here in the late stages of this frame, we got a tie game. The Leafs win it in the defensive zone. And here's the pass to Järnkrok. And it's a quick pass to Benning. Toronto's got it along the wall. Gets a hold of the puck from the right side. Moves it to the middle. Misses the net. Hammers the shot. And that caroms off a body in traffic. The Leafs carry it along the wall. He tries to turn it in. Scores! Quick as a hiccup on the wraparound.
And this is great edge work as well. As you're coming around that net, you don't want to take too much time. You have to be able to tuck quickly, and he does it.
And off the draw at center, they take control of the puck.
Zucker's going to have to keep his head up throughout this game. No one liked that play earlier that injured their player. The crowd is frustrated, including the bench. He'll have to be aware when that puck's on his stick.
Toronto's up for good reason. They have been the more complete team offensively, which is why they lead late in the second. And after the draw at center, they've got a hold of the puck. Florida's got a hold of it along the wall. Moves by the check. Oh, he needed to make that save with time winding down. All right, we've played now 40 minutes in this one, and still a critical 20 minutes still needs to be played. Go stretch your legs, grab that final snack, because the third period is just around the corner. The Leafs have been bringing the fire offensively tonight, and they lead it early in this third. They have dropped the puck here in the third. 2/3 of the way to the finish line in this one for regulation time. Cheryl, how do you view it?
Florida's performance through 2 periods of play hasn't been that great, James. They're fortunate to still be in this game. So in the third period, they have to change the mindset. They have to use their instincts, and they have to start attacking. If they're going to shoot the puck from the perimeter, they have to have traffic in front. If they're going to shoot it from the inside, they got to look for rebounds, and they have to have a killer instinct attitude.
Can't stay on his feet after that hit. Pass across to Holtz. The Panthers take it along the wall. Feeds the puck to Matthews. Can't maintain possession. And it's poked away in the neutral zone. Nice heads-up play there. Oh, what a glove save there! Goaltender covers up. We got a stoppage in play. Lots of time left in this period. The Leafs lead it 2-1 in what has been an entertaining game thus far. Tavares wins the defensive zone faceoff. The Panthers pick up the puck here in the neutral zone. Picked up along the boards by Riley. Maintains control of the puck. Came up with a nice save. Tavares takes it inside his own end. Bringing the physicality tonight. Slides the puck over. And that play's neutralized. Monstrous hit on his part of the corner. Too many bodies in the way. The Leafs are in transition with authority. And now he tries to get it across to Verhaeghe. Here's a feed in front, and that's stopped. Tavares moves the puck. Toronto's going on the attack as they gain the zone. Sends it out front. Oh, and he comes up with a stop. Florida's got it along the wall. Oh, and some smooth skate. Scores! They tied it up, and we are back to even.
Well, working hard, sticking to the game plan with good habits, and they're back to evens.
The Panthers tie things up, and suddenly we're in next goal win territories, Cheryl.
Yeah, these last minutes are critical in this game, and you know that the big mistake that happens, it could be the last one.
Oh, and a board-rattling hit right there.
Well, certainly was lined up perfectly, body on body, weight distributed right in there.
And now it's grabbed by Tkachuk. Big play inside the defensive zone. Here's a short pass to Domi. Poked away in the neutral zone by Reinhart. Puts it on net from the point. Denies him with the save. Quick pass to Kempf. Puck scooped up by Domi. Tries to get it over to Amadio. Shabbat's going to play it against the half wall. Here's a shot. Great save by Bobrovsky. There's a firm collision. And he slides it quickly to Holtz. Huge steal in his own end. Inside the offensive end, now down the left. A critical draw here. The Leafs win the defensive zone faceoff. Taken by Ekman Larsson. And now he moves it quickly to Marner. Shot! Way too much congestion blocks that. Poked away in the defensive end. Goaltender hangs on for the whistle. The Ducks are up next according to the league schedule makers, and no love lost between these two sides. Tickets still available. Should be a good one. Inside of the last minute here in this third. Kovacevic is into the offensive zone now on the attack. And loses possession after a solid hit. Rocks him. Toronto's got it now. The Panthers have it from their own end. Moves it quickly over to Tkachuk. Oh, what a save! He gloved that one! A big face-off here inside the offensive end. And they win the draw here in their own end. The Leafs move the puck in the defensive zone. Taken along the wall by McMahon. Florida's got a hold of the puck now. Toronto's got it in the neutral zone. Moves the puck. Here's a great use of the stick right there to poke it away. Burrows takes the puck. Quick shot! And too much traffic. And oh, what a stop there with time winding down. There's the horn. Neither team giving an inch to each other tonight, and so we'll go to overtime next.
During the game, please remember to be alert at all times in our seating area. Even with enhanced safety measures, there are moments when the puck can be propelled into the spectating area with enough force to cause injury.
OT should tell us who wins and who loses, and they're ready to get it underway. All the drama, all the adventure, all the action. It's overtime. Looking to end it. Stolarz makes the save and hangs on for a stoppage of play. A lot on the line here in this offensive zone faceoff. The Panthers win that offensive zone faceoff. Toronto's got control of the puck. Here they come up along the wing. Oh, what a hit along the wall.
And that's a clean one, James.
For the win. Big time save and will play on.
Oh, that's enormous, James. He's doing absolutely everything he can to give his team a chance to win.
And he slides it quickly to Tkachuk. Picked off in the offensive end. Takes a shot. Fantastic save.
Bobrovsky's been consistent over the course of his career, mainly because of his positioning, James. He gets set to that puck, square to it, and makes the save.
It's a 2-on-1. Here's a pass. Oh, fantastic save and crushes the rush. A big draw looming here in the offensive zone. The Panthers win the draw here in their own end. Headman pass. Trying to shake the defender. Oh, what a save! Stuffs him again. Florida's grabbed a hold of the puck. And the traffic jam in front blocks the shot. Scooped up along the wall. Game on a stick. And he keeps it alive. What a stop. Forsling stick handling in his own zone. Here we go, odd man rush here. Chance to win it, and he comes up with a huge save. And comes up empty. 60 minutes plus overtime solves nothing. So we'll take it to the skills competition. The shootout looms next.
Looking for the latest news, scores, and statistics? Check out our team website for video highlights, player features.
I'm always amazed at the mixed emotions when we get to the shootout, as some people say they don't like it, the traditionalists, but guess what? Nobody's turning away when the moment of truth arrives. Barkov's ready to rock here in this shootout. Makes a save and look good doing that one.
Yeah, the body language, everything about him is telling you that he's confident and composed right now.
Makes a save on that shootout attempt.
Well, with today's technology and all the resources available, you know that goaltenders have the book on the shooter, and I'm telling you, he read this one perfectly.
Makes the save and will play on.
Patience personified outweighs the shooter, James.
Nylander's hoping to end the scoreless deadlock here in this shootout. Reads it perfectly and makes the save.
Love that he doesn't sit back in his crease, but he gets out and challenges and takes away as much of the net as possible.
And he says, on that play.
Yeah, on the shootout, he's confident and composed. You don't see him moving around in his crease, just makes himself as big as possible. Looks really efficient.
And he stops that attempt.
I think he just does a great job of making himself as big as possible and took away all of the shooting angles.
You can look at his teammates' faces on that bit. What a save on the shootout.
Well, he makes himself as big as possible. There's no holes.
It's been all puck stoppers so far in this shootout. Let's see tonight on the play.
So efficient, calm, and moves smoothly to make the save.
Boy, his team would love to escape with the 2 points if he can deliver here with a goal. Stops it. This might be turning into a save-out instead of a shootout.
Yeah, I mean, this is 1v1 against the goaltender, and he's challenging at the top of his crease, but most...
And shuts the door there.
Well, does a great job of anticipating the play here, James, and makes the save.
Ekblad's ready to go, and he can win it if he can snipe it right now. Shuts it down. What a save.
Huge save. You could tell that he wanted that one.
Still no goals scored so far in this shootout. It's been all goalies. Scores! That's how you do it. Wow.
The goaltender's going to be frustrated with this one. He thought he had it, tracked it perfectly, read the shooter, just goes off him and in.
There it is! The save they needed to take the win. What an effort by this group tonight. Hi, everybody. We're in the Sunshine State here in Florida for Panthers hockey. Will we get a rat trick on the ice tonight with EA Sports? Yeah, you can just feel the buzz in this city all day long, and we are seconds away now from this opening faceoff. The Ducks are going to start with the puck after taking the opening draw. Coughs up possession of the puck. Great use of the stick here at center ice. Now a quick pass to Holtz. Fires it just wide. Florida's got the puck along the wall. And he keeps that one out. Tenacious battle for the puck along the wall. Florida's got possession here in the offensive zone. Great reflex on display tonight on his part.
The key to being a great goaltender is not giving up second shot opportunities, and it's playing the rebounds to the corner. He does an excellent job here.
3-on-1, look out! Here's a pass. Oh, tremendous save to shut down the rush there. Wow! Quick feed to Barkov. Takes a shot. Denies the slapper. And the goaltender grabs that one for a whistle to try to slow things down here. Inching closer to the midway mark of the period. Still looking for our first goal. Gauthier's won it off the faceoff. Oh, what a save in front!
Gibson's dialed in and outstanding at anticipating the play here, James. He recognizes exactly where the greatest threat is on the ice. It's a slot area. He gets to position and makes the save.
Centering feed! And he shuts down a great scoring chance there. Moves it to Gauthier. From the point, looks to make something happen. Oh, how did that stay out? What a save by Bobrovsky. And he takes the pass. Makes the save. And we'll get the whistle after the goaltender hangs on. Past the midway mark in this period, we're still scoreless. And they win the face-off and set up to go on the attack. And he takes the feed. Moves it around along the half wall. Centering pass! And he denies that great opportunity there. Centering feed! And that's intercepted. Takes the shot. Blocked in traffic. Great reach with the stick by Verhaeghe. Anaheim's got it in their own zone. Puts him right into the wall.
Wow, this is great. He closes quickly, and you can hear the boards reverberate, James. This was a huge hit.
And he denied him there. Grabs the puck in the corner. Takes a bump, but still hangs on to the puck. Oh, we'll get some tired defenders as icing is the call. In the final moments of this period, the game is still scoreless. The Panthers win the draw.
Huge win by the center to give his team an opportunity to get out of the zone after a critical icing.
Nosek's got it against the boards. Here's a chance. Beats the goalie, but can't beat the post.
A huge opportunity there, James, to get the go-ahead goal in this game. You know what that does?
Scores! The Ducks take a 1-0 lead here in the late goings of period number 1. This is a huge goal momentum-wise, isn't it?
Well, yeah, James, if you score a goal at the beginning of a period or at the end, it really sets the tone and temperature for your team. And it also puts your opponent back on their heels, and that's exactly what you wanted to happen. But now that the game is wide open, you're heading into intermission. So that's going to give both teams an opportunity to reset. You got to find a way to continue to push in that second period.
And the goaltender comes up with a piece of it to keep it out of the net. Puck picked up by Barkov. Takes a shot. All right, there's the end of period number 1. We'll take a breather. I'll recharge. The players will too. And we're coming back with period number 2 right after this.
Fans, don't forget to enter tonight for our team signed poster, which will be displayed before the end of the
A clean sheet of ice beckons, and period number 2 set to get underway. The second stanza is underway as the puck is dropped. Let's go. Well, Cheryl, already a third of this one played. What do you make of this one?
Bobrovsky's the only reason that his team is in this game, James. I mean, he's been outstanding through the first 20. He's dialed in, he's focused, and his team needs to pick it up if they want a shot at winning this game.
And now he passes up to Terry. Takes control of the puck. Feeds it over to Terry. Poked away at center by Tkachuk. Slides the puck across to Carlson. Dishes it to Barkov. Here they come on the attack down the right side. And that goes straight over the net.
And I'm not sure he had full control of that puck, James, because it elevated in a hurry.
And a nice save there as play continues. Feed to the middle. And that's stopped. And it's a quick pass to Verhaeghe. And now he angles it across to Samaskevich. The Ducks gain possession. Slides it across. And that shot gets blocked by one of his own teammates.
Well, he's really feeling a play from earlier on the shift, James, and now he's wincing on his way back to the bench. He's going to need some assistance here to get off the ice.
Scores! Well, he's on the board.
Well, it's always a good feeling when you get your first under your belt, James, but it's always about setting the tone at the beginning of the season, setting yourself up for success. When you're getting a snapshot off from the point, you're not necessarily looking to score. You're hoping that it hits something, a deflection, or perhaps a second shot opportunity. But this one has seeing eyes and makes its way by the goaltender.
Florida's going to start off with the puck here in the neutral zone after winning that faceoff. The Panthers look to start the transition game. Burrows gains the line and into the offensive zone. Slides it over with pace to Lundstrom. And that's off a stick. Oh, look at the pass. Great poke check on the reach. And he takes the dish. Winds up, lets it go. And that goes off a player in front. Puck grabbed by Vetrano. And he can't hang on after that hit. Slides it diagonally to Burrows. Picks off the pass. Florida's got control of it now from their own end. Quick feed to Burrows. Here's a blast! And turns aside the slapper with ease. Reads the play and forces the turnover. Mikola's taken the puck behind his net. Here's a shot. Big time save. Oh, my goodness.
Well, throw technique out the window. This time it's all about the competitive will to get to that puck. Gibson's been outstanding tonight, James. I mean, he's made the saves he's had to and really given his team an opportunity to win. You can't ask for more than that.
Getting into the later stages of this period, the next goal could be a big one as we are tied. Play resumes here as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. Hangs on to the puck after taking a hit. He's got a little jump. How did he miss the net? The Panthers scoop it up along the boards. Moves the puck along the half wall. And that's intercepted by Scandella. Great read by Novak. Blocked in traffic. Can't hang on to the biscuit after that. And he takes the feed. Fans urging for a shot on goal in the dying seconds. Well, there's the horn, and that means 2 periods down. And there's still a critical third to play. Looking forward to this one. Third period action is coming up. Welcome back to EA Sports, the final frame of this one. Here we go. Period number 3 is underway. Still looking for who that hero will be. Scores! A huge goal puts him in front.
Well, and persistence really pays off, doesn't it, James? When you wear down your opponent, eventually you'll capitalize. And this is the case right here as they get the go-ahead.
Carlson's won the draw here in the open ice. Great heads-up play with the stick by Forsling. And that's intercepted by Reinhart. Look out. Oh, great save by Bobrovsky. Feeds it over. Stopped by the goaltender.
Well, this is such a quick shot that comes from the slot that you have to have good reflexes to be able to make that glove save.
Still plenty of time left in this frame. The Panthers have taken the lead here over the last few minutes. They'd love to build on it. And with the 2 centers tangled up, the wingers skates away with it. The Panthers take possession in the neutral zone. Here's a short pass to Forsling. The Ducks gain possession in their own end. Picked up along the wall by Carlson. All quick work with the stick and comes up with the puck. Unleashes a cannon. And he turned that aside as we continue play here. Denies him again.
What a sequence. I mean, he has been outstanding, making consecutive saves. I mean, his defense, they got to start playing.
Shuts him down. Kovacevic has got the puck in his own zone. Oh, and he whiffs on it. The Ducks take possession in the defensive end. Oh, he's going to get called on that slash. Quick whistle stops the play.
Up by 1 and you take a penalty, applying some pressure to the PK unit here as a power play has an opportunity to get the equalizer.
Both teams lining up for the face-off, and it's a chance to see if there's actually some power in this power play.
A power play that can even the score here, James. It is massively important that they create some kind of momentum in their... Hold on a second, James. There's going to be a call on this as you see the official signaling a penalty.
The Panthers cross the blue line and are on the attack. Play whistle dead, penalty coming up.
Well, everyone has a role in this PK unit, knows that they not only have to kill this penalty off and keep the game within reach, but maybe they can be opportunistic and pounce on a loose puck for an opportunity.
A nice little break for the defenseman here. One less forward to deal with as we have some 4-on-4 hockey on tap.
Well, 4-on-4 is similar to 3-on-3. There's more ice available, and you can't just dump it in. You want to possess the puck and try and create numbers around the ice.
Oh, wow, what an incredible save!
I don't even know how he got to that. That's fierce athleticism to be able to get back to the net and make that save, James.
That was amazing! Here's a chance! Glove save, and he handles it with ease.
Well, the emotion elevates after a save like that, James, and even on replay, it's happening again for me. I mean, that was absolutely unbelievable. Everyone's standing on their feet. They cannot believe that he made that save. Killorn standing up, ready to go.
Great reach by Reinhart. Big time stop there.
All you have to do is look at the stat sheet to see where he scores all of his goals from, and he is right in his wheelhouse. He's got the puck on his stick in that tight space in front of the net. Just can't execute because the goaltender makes a miraculous save.
They've got numbers. Oh, and that one pumps up short as he just gets enough of that one. There's another stop.
They make some consecutive saves there. He's got to be wondering where his defense are. I mean, how about a little help?
Florida's been the better team tonight. They have turned good defense into solid offense, and they lead here in the third. And now it's grabbed by Lacombe. And that's poked away in the offensive zone by Luosterainen. Gibson's got it and will hang on for the whistle.
Well, he's been so dialed in all game, playing confident and controlled in the crease.
Well past the midway mark of this period, the Panthers are clinging to a 2-1 lead. Florida's won the draw inside the offensive zone. Now let's see what they can do with it. Puck is frozen and we'll get a face-off. This is a face-off they'll definitely want to win here inside the offensive zone. Florida's got the puck inside the offensive zone. There's the whistle as the goalie hangs on. A critical draw here. The Ducks win it in the defensive zone. Oh, and a great heads-up play to force the turnover by Fabry. Unleashes a cannon! And he hits one of his own teammates with that shot. Moves the puck across to Carlson. Florida's got a hold of it against the wall. He's got a step. Turned aside. Oh, that was huge.
Well, it's a timely save, James. There's no question about it. I mean, the shooter, he knows how important this opportunity is, and he's not able to execute. He wanted to be a difference maker.
Florida's looking to close things out here late in this third period as they continue to lead. The Panthers win the draw. Now let's see what they can do with it. Angles it over to Minchikov. And skilled use of the stick to poke the puck away. Dishes it off. Beautiful read in the defensive end. Oh, he saved it. What a stop.
Well, that's desperation at its finest to be able to get to that puck and sending a clear message to his team that he's behind them. He's going to be the foundation tonight.
Late goings of this period. We've got a 2-1 game. Florida's won the faceoff. Quick pass to Killorn. Good, solid check, and he loses control of it. Less than 60 seconds left in regulation. Along the half wall with the puck. Oh, just a great heads-up play by Killorn. Look at this! And that rush comes to an end after a great defensive play. The Ducks have pulled. Scores into the empty net.
This was right in my wheelhouse, James. These were the type of moments that I played in, and everyone can take a breath now that the insurance marker has hit the 4x6.
Florida's effort has really impressed me tonight here, Cheryl, and after that, EN in the old statistical book only adds to their lead.
Yeah, and it's going to be all but over, isn't it? You know, you put it in the 4x6, it's empty, and you know everyone just starts jumping because they realize they just won the game.
Moves it quickly over to Vatrano. Here's a feed in front. What a chance, but that goes off target off a body in front. A big Tom double G. Great glove.
Well, that was a 10-bell save. We're going to get to watch it again here on the replay, James. But man, oh man, when you find the puck like that and you have the instincts and urgency and the desperation to attack it, that is one heck of a save.
Teams are ready for the draw. The linesman about to drop the puck. Back underway as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. Florida's gained possession along the boards. A chance to ice it into the empty net. Final horn sounds, bringing this one to a close. And the losing streak continues to...
Swinging out the street lights, dopamine relief high. Don't need any chemicals to get my release sign. I'm about to taste go. I see you on the dance floor. 'Cause every time you speak, I'm hitting all control delete. Why don't you use it? Love it, taste it, touch it, want it, make it, do it. I love it. You can steal the limelight, milking up the highlights. If you want it, do it, taste it, touch it, make it, love it, yeah. Just gotta love it, yeah. Gotta use it, gotta choose it, gotta make it, or fake it. Gotta breathe it in, gotta breathe it out. Gotta be there for your mates when they're down and out. Get it wrong, but make it right. Exhibit yourself, but learn to fight. Soak it in, don't suck it up. Swinging out the street lights, dopamine relief high. Don't need any chemicals to get my release sign. I'm about to taste go. I see you on the dance floor. Every time you speak, I'm hitting all control delete. Why don't you use it? Love it, taste it, touch it, want it, make it, do it. Love it, you can still.
Both teams seem ready, and they are about to drop the puck on this opening faceoff. The Devils take possession here on the opening draw, and we are underway. Florida's got control of the puck. Here's a chance in front. Oh, and he comes up with a stop. Myers got it in the offensive zone. And there's the save. We'll get a face-off after the puck stays covered up. Lots of hockey left to be played in this period. Still scoreless in this one. New Jersey's going to start with the puck inside the offensive zone. Moves it to Corrali. Shot! Glove save! And an easy one at that. Puck is dropped and he wins the draw here in the defensive zone. The Devils will play it in their own end. The Panthers gain control of the puck. New Jersey's grabbed a hold of the puck. Florida's got possession at center. Feeds it down low. Oh, they telegraphed the pass and he picks it off. Here's a shot, and that's deflected off someone in front. Quick feed to Palat. Gaining steam here on the attack. Centering feed. Dishes it off again here. A blast! Denied on the breakaway. Oh, he came up clutch there.
Well, he really did. Anytime that you're one-on-one, you got to beat the shooter, and that's exactly what he does.
Florida's got possession of the puck. Here's a stretch pass to Verhaeghe. And the shot dies in the traffic jam. Grabbed along the boards by Hamilton. That's a slash on that play, and the referee's all over it. And there's the whistle stopping the play.
He doesn't like the call, but it's the ref's discretion, and he's going to the penalty box.
Well, as both teams dig in for the face-off here, just moments away, it's our first opportunity to look at the power play unit here.
Power plays, more time on the ice, the ability to get that puck moving. These players know exactly what they're doing. They work on it in practice. Spoke to some of them earlier today at the pregame, and they talked about the execution and the precision in particular with their puck movement. Wow, what an incredible shift. They're so urgent all over the offensive zone. Coaches love these types of shifts.
Forces the turnover. Here's a short pass to Nosen. Oh, and here's the pass. Shot! Gets a glove on it. Wow, what a stop by Bobrovsky. Unloads from the blue line. Stops the rocket of a shot. And he slides it quickly to Haula. Avoids the poke check. Denies him!
Bobrovsky's been outstanding. I mean, he gets to position to be able to make that point-blank save.
Moves inside! Denied by the goaltender. And he sidesteps the check there. Nice poke check inside the attacking zone. Quick pass to Barkov. Keeps a hold of the puck after that knock. Hard blast! And a beautiful stop by the glove. Bratz lugging the puck. Moves into the offensive zone. Florida's got the puck shorthanded. With some open space at center. Huge steal in his own end. The Devils played along the wing. He scores! That's his first of the year!
I don't care what anyone says, James. When you get on the score sheet, there's a little bit of relief that sets in. Your stick gets a little bit lighter, and you play a little freer.
Florida's got a lot of time to get back into this one. Lots of scoring chances, but they're still down. Both sides mixed up for that battle for the puck along the wall. Siegenthaler's got it in the defensive end. Great reach with the poke check. Puck moved over to Tkachuk. The Panthers played along the boards. And that's a great heads-up play by Cutter. Great heads-up play in the neutral zone by Mikkola. The Devils have it from their own end. Puts it in deep. Tries to get the puck to Mikkola. Oh, look at this. Great defensive effort with the stick. From the right side, moves it up ahead. The Devils looking against the half wall. Moves it quickly over to Samaskevich. Good hit to bump him off the puck. The Panthers have it now. Can't get it to go. And the puck skips away after that move.
Oh, I know what he was trying to do there, James. He thought he had it with that move, but he created some space for himself, but unfortunately loses the handle and it dies on his stick.
Period number 1 in the books. First intermission entertainment is on deck here, and you can also have time to go grab a drink, grab a hot dog, and we'll be back with period number 2 in moments. Clean sheet of ice. Period 2 is set to go. Second frame is underway as the puck is dropped. Well, Cheryl, we got 20 minutes under our belts in this one. How do you sum up the performance?
Florida's had the puck a ton in that opening frame, James. That's exactly what you want if you're the coach. You want to manage the puck. You want to own it in the offensive zone. They did just that. They just weren't able to convert. They find themselves trailing by 1. If they can trust the process, they'll find their way back into this game.
We're still in the early stages of this period. 1-0 is where we sit at this point. Knocked away. Florida's in transition. A chance in front!
Wow.
Scores! Right on the doorstep! He pounces off a rebound and puts it home!
They often say nothing bad comes from throwing it on net, and that's exactly what he does from below the goal line. Kind of unexpected. I don't think the goaltender's expecting it, and I don't think the shooter was expecting a goal.
The Panthers have shifted momentum after that equalizer.
They seem to be moving a lot better as well as executing with the puck, and that's something that is critical as they move through this game, and it's a reason why they got the equalizer.
Gets the full use of his stick on the poke check, and now he moves it quickly to Gord. Looking to make something happen along the boards. Taken along the wall by Siegenthaler. And a stick break setup. Florida's got the puck at the defensive end. Taken by Gord. Puts it on net. He stopped it. It's in the back of the net for an own goal. The Panthers are up by 1, and this is certainly a team that seems to play with more confidence when they're not chasing the game, Cheryl.
Yeah, it's always better to be when you're in front, James. I mean, you know that you have the lead. You have a little more confidence when the puck's on your stick, but there's a lot of runway left. They have to play with that confidence, but they have to manage the puck as well.
Florida's got it in their own zone. With the blast, Markstrom's got the puck, and he's going to hang on. Florida's been rewarded for their high activity in the offensive zone with lots of shots, and they lead it here in the second. Barkov's got it. Now they'll look to see what they can do with it offensively. He was locked in there. He says, let's get physical on that play. Look who's jumping in here, Cheryl. His teammate wanted no part, but he certainly did.
Yeah, he's protecting him almost if he's a bodyguard. He jumps right in and he's ready to go, and he says, hey, I'll take the invitation. The home side is going to gain a lot of adrenaline after that win. Frustration, physicality, and that fight says it all.
Well, it looks as though the tensions have finally simmered and we're ready to get back to what we actually came here in the first place for. Hockey! And that's taken away in the offensive end. Oh, and it goes off the outside of the post. Moves it to Reinhart. They've got the defense outnumbered. Puck scooped up by Hischier. Takes a whack, but still hangs on. Here's a shot! Oh, and that's just on the side of the net.
Well, this is a product of the game being so fast. James just wants to get rid of it and fires it wide.
The Devils will play it from the defensive zone. And that's poked away. Quick feed to Burrows. Quick pass across to Hall. He's all alone with the goaltender. Oh, denies him on the play!
And this is a great play by the tender to anticipate and get across to make that save.
Great read to break up the play. Can't hang on after that hit. And he slides it quickly to Pesce. And he's bowled over to the ice and loses the puck. Big save by the goaltender. Here's a short pass to Haula. The Panthers gain control of the puck against the wall. Centering feed. And he opts to backtrack here with the play. Made the stop on the play.
Palat's not going to be able to return to the game, James. I mean, that injury that he suffered earlier is going to keep him out. This is a tough loss for their team.
No, and you clearly kind of know where you stand from a coaching standpoint now, but that is a serious blow to the lineup here for the rest of the game. He got all of that hit on the play. Quick pass to Corrali. Holtz has the puck against the half wall. Nemec is taking a nasty whack, and that's going to draw a penalty. Here comes the official's call.
The end of a period in a tight game and you take a penalty, well, your PK unit, they've got to do a job and get you to the intermission.
The Panthers take possession off the faceoff. Directs it on over to Corrali. Here's a shot. Dying seconds and he makes the save. Well, there you go. We've played 40 minutes. Final chance for the coaches to push their messages home, and we'll see the third period coming up in just a matter of moments. Fans are buzzing. Teams are gliding into position here for the start of the third. The Panthers win the draw here shorthanded. Sends it over to Corrali. Got a little too much air on that bomb.
Well, I like the intensity of the shot from the blue line, James, but very rarely are you going to beat a star goaltender shooting from there, so you got to find a way to keep it low, try and get some traffic, have a seeing eye shot.
Bratt's been brought down, and we're going to get a penalty here. Oh, these home fans have had enough. They're wondering when a call's going the opposite way here, Cheryl.
You can hear the frustration right now with that third call in a row, I might add, James. I mean, this is a one-sided game, isn't it?
Unbelievable. The Devils with a 5-on-3, and they've got loads of time to work with here.
Well, in a one-goal deficit on the power play now, you have to take advantage. You have to find a way to get the coverage moving and find good scoring opportunities.
Tees him up, denies him in front. New Jersey's got a hold of it along the wall. Let's see what the officials are calling.
This is a frustrating situation, James, just taking a whackload of penalties and really unable to get any momentum in this game because they're shorthanded the whole time.
New Jersey's got a 5-on-3 and lots of time on their side.
5-on-3, you know your opponent has big bodies with long sticks in the middle of the ice. You have to find a way to move them. How do you do that? You either shoot the puck or you move it.
Spectacular save right there! Wow!
Unbelievable. I mean, it was all but in, and he steals it because of that last-ditch attempt to find the puck. Just incredible save, James. Does a great job with some great pushes to get to the top of his crease and make the save from a high-danger area.
Corrali's ready for the draw as they continue to be shorthanded here. Florida's got it in the defensive zone. Gaining momentum along the wing. Shot! Scores! Coming up, blood shorthanded. Wow!
Well, you got to love the aggressive nature of this PK unit. They jumped, they attacked, and when they got the puck, they found a way to cash in and convert on the opportunity.
The Panthers pick up right where they left off, and look at this, a quick goal here to go up in the third.
Yeah, and that's deflating for their opponent. You can see it in the body language, and that's also a signal to them that they need to continue to press, attack while they're down.
On the attack along the boards. The Devils have it behind the cage. That knocks him off the puck. Dishes it to Hischier. Fires it on net. Oh, glove save and a beauty.
Bobrovsky's had a solid night between the pipes, James. I mean, he's done everything he could to stop the puck, as indicated by his save percentage, but his team has also been really strong. Got the confidence of their netminder, and they've created a ton of opportunities.
And he takes a shot. Big time stop with the glove. Hala's looking to win this draw on this man advantage here. New Jersey's won it. Now they'll go on the attack. And that's blocked away. Cuts to the paint. Comes up with a monster save in front. And he dodges the poke check there. Handles the pass. Couldn't catch up to that pass. The Devils take possession in the defensive end. New Jersey's ready to go on the attack. Good reach to the stick to knock the puck away. Grabs control of it at the point. Oh, makes the save. That was a rocket. Here inside the defensive zone, they get the puck. Solid check to slow him down. And somehow he hangs on. And a quick save on that one.
It's always a challenge to make a save when there's tons of traffic in front of you, but he does a great job of tracking, staying dialed in, and makes the save.
Moves it quickly over to Barkov. Handles the puck. The lane was plugged up and that shot's blocked. Here we go. Look at this. They are really applying the squeeze now in the offensive end. They got a face-off coming up here in the offensive end.
And the goaltender looks fatigued, James, so the best medicine right now for them is to find a way to put the puck to the net.
Hughes has won the draw, and they'll go on the attack. Scores! And they strike once again with the extra attacker.
Wow, this has been a potent power play, and two things you need. You need creativity, but you also need structure, and the players know exactly where they need to be to set up, to work their magic around the perimeter, and then open up the lanes to attack the net.
Florida's looking to break out of their own end. Poked away in the offensive zone by Cutter. Centering feed! And he shuts down a great scoring chance there.
such an impressive save. Love looking at this one again, James. You know that this goaltender is dialed in, so focused when they're doing everything to get to the puck and keep their opponent at bay.
The Panthers have put a lot of pucks on net, and as a result, they lead it early in this third period. And they win the defensive zone faceoff. Oh, a clutch save!
I really like this save, James, because he challenges the shooter who's all alone in the slot area. He turns aside a real dangerous opportunity.
Great positioning by the defender. Oh, love the defensive stick work there to poke that one away. Into the attacking end. The Devils gain possession along the wall. And he gives it over to Mercer. And he loses his check with a spectacular move. Scores! And we are tied. New game here, Pounder.
Oh, yeah, it's a new game, James. But I really like the pushback to get the equalizer. Now it's what they do with that momentum. This next shift, it's critical. You know that goaltenders have been taught to drop into that butterfly position and really try to cover a majority of the net, trying to make themselves as big as possible, James. But the shooter, guess what? They work on their accuracy, and this is pinpoint as it's buried home.
Florida's on the attack. Huge play in his own end to come up with the puck. Pushes it across to Ekblad. There's a collision with some authority. And they'll go the other way with it. Great play by Barkov. Oh, what a save by Markstrom. And he hangs on to the puck. Moves it to Hall. And now he moves it to Perry. Driving right to the front. And puts it anywhere but the way he wanted it to go.
Perry's made an incredible play right there. I mean, he's stumbling. He looks like he's going to fall.
They score! And the deadlock is broken as they take the lead.
Well, that's a huge shift, and you can see everyone standing up on the bench. They know how much it means, but it's the next shift that matters most now, James. You want to kind of push and put pressure on your opponent when they're down.
Quick feed to Meyer. And that's turned aside by Bobrovsky. The Panthers have a hold of it in the defensive zone. Moves it to the middle. Moves it again. And he denies that great opportunity there. Here's a short pass to Hughes. Florida's got the puck inside the defensive zone. Now a quick pass to Corrali. Shot. Zero fear on this guy's part as he blocks it. Referee's hand goes up in the air. We got a delayed penalty coming up here. There's the whistle, and here's the call.
Well, the bench doesn't like this call, James. It's untimely to say the least with that one-goal lead. Now, the PK unit, they got to get out there, and they got to do a job. Well, listen, a power play, you want to make sure that you're getting a high percentage shooting shot. And that's exactly what they did earlier on the 1-3-1 where they were able to capitalize. It's about opening up lanes, getting the coverage to move around, and then firing and executing when you have it.
Here's a chance. Glove save by the goalie. And the puck stopper hangs on to get a breather here for the team. The Rangers are in the on-deck circle on the schedule, and I'll tell you what, it's a big game for both teams coming up, and that'll be a good one. I hope you'll be there. You know we will. The Devils win the faceoff. Oh, he got all of that. What a save by Bobrovsky. And they score! And here we go with a clutch third-period goal to even things up.
Well, it's outstanding to stay in this game, James. I mean, it's all about the ups and downs and weathering the storm. They've done everything in this one, and they find themselves clawing their way back to evens.
Takes the feed at center and moves forward. Quick shot! Florida's got control of it now from their own end. Here's a blast. Denies him. He got all of it. Quick pass to Hischier. Less than 60 seconds to play in this tight one. And tries to make a diagonal pass to Tatar. Levels him with the hit. And a stick in the lane deflects that one away. A big draw looming here in the offensive zone. Florida's got it, and they're on the attack. Moves it quickly over to Siegenthaler. Florida's got the puck along the wall. Moves it to Tkachuk. Jostling for the puck, but still moves away. Picked up along the boards by Pesce. Fires it! Turned aside with the glove by Bobrovsky. Pushes it across to Reinhart. Drives to the paint! Poked away by the goaltender. New Jersey's gained possession along the boards. Big hit, and that frees up possession. Moves it to the middle! He scores! What a play! Florida's not far from the finish line here as they lead it late in this third. And it is all over with this one. The Panthers pick up the win with a complete team effort that even saw some offense generated from the shorthanded unit.
Listen, being on a PK unit just isn't about plugging.
Hi, everybody. I'm James Cybulski. Well, the home team has certainly piled up the W's here on home ice, and they'll try to do it one more time on this stand tonight. We are just seconds away now from puck drop. The Panthers get off to a good start as they win the opening faceoff. The Oilers get a hold of the puck in their own end. They fight for it along the boards. Picked off by McDavid. Puck sent over to Reinhart. Takes the pass from the left wing. No room for that one to get through. Sends a pass over. And it's a quick pass to Draisaitl. Takes a shot. Scooped up along the wall by McDavid. And the puck's booted away. Passes it over. Florida's got a hold of the puck. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. And the puck stopper jumps on top of it to get a stoppage in play. Lots of time left in this period. The game is still scoreless. Florida's won the draw and they'll go to work. Mikola's got it along the wing. Look at this down the right wing. They're on the attack. Looks to make a play over to Kovacevic. And that's picked up by Bouchard. Moves it to the middle. And that's stopped. Tries to feed it over to Fabry. And that's broken up by Nurse. And he maintains possession of the puck here. Takes a shot. Stones him in front. Takes the shot. Keeps it out. Got a piece of it with the trapper. Can't get a hold of that pass. Can't hang on to the puck after the play. They've got an on-man rush. And they can't connect on that pass, ending the rush. And he slides it quickly to Henrique. Florida's got the puck along the boards. And lowers the boom with a big-time hit.
Well, this is a message-sending hit, isn't it? When you get all of your opponent and you're able to separate the body from puck, you know you've done your job.
Message delivered. Here in the back half of this period, still looking for our first goal. Florida's got possession here in their own end. Steps across the line and on the attack down the right side. And he makes the save. And now he moves it quickly to Oshie. Edmonton's crossed the line and on the attack. Burrows works the puck in his own zone. And a little physicality ends that threat. And he loses control of the puck. The Oilers take over on possession. Grabs the puck. Oh, he got a piece of it to keep it out. Takes the feed at the point. Trying to gain a step. Stones him on the breakaway.
He's only one goal away, James, from his next milestone right here.
Great save.
As a defender, you love when your goaltender has this kind of rebound control. Makes your life so much easier.
The Panthers move it ahead. Less than a minute to go here in the opening frame. Edmonton's got the puck. And now they look to make something happen from the neutral zone. The Panthers get a hold of the puck along the boards. Tosses it on to Barkov. Oh, he needed to make that save with time winding down. Well, that brings an end to period number 1. Still lots more action to go. Both teams will recharge and be back with more on-ice action in the second in no time. A clean sheet of ice beckons, and period number 2 set to get underway. Still looking for the game's first goal as we are underway in the second. Well, Cheryl, how do you sum this one up through the first 20 minutes?
The Panthers need to keep their foot on the gas. They have the majority of the shots in this one, and they haven't been rewarded yet, but they've had some high-danger chances. It'll go in eventually if they continue to put it towards the net.
Lots of time left in this period. Still no score in this one. Barkov's gained possession, and his great work inside the face-off circle pays off again. Here's a shot! Gives them nothing in front.
You see goaltenders working on reaction time all the time. Why? For shots like this, you just have to react. It's instincts that make the save.
Puck ready to drop here any moment to get things underway again. Can they take advantage after winning that draw? His reflexes on display tonight. Puck is dropped and he wins the draw here in the defensive zone. Dished on over to Hyman. And a nice poke check inside the neutral zone. Icing is the call. We'll get a face-up at the other end. The Panthers come up with the defensive zone draw.
Great face-off win by the center. Now they can get out of their zone and get a change.
Shot redirected. Fantastic save.
Well, he makes an incredible save.
All alone. Big-time save. He was dialed in there.
Well, he has the benefit of seeing it coming here, James, so he gets himself set to position. He anticipates. I think he has a book on the shooter, to be truthful, and he makes a save.
Blast from the blue line. Stops him with a glove. And he slides it quickly to Hyman. Florida's got it now. The Oilers scoop it up along the boards. Quick feed to Ekblad. Retreats with the puck inside the defensive zone. Takes the feed from his own end. Caught into the glove by Skinner. Still lots of time left in the period. We've still got zeros on the board. The Panthers will start off on the attack after winning the draw. Puck picked up by Kane. And that's broken up in the defensive zone by Kovacevic. Here's a short pass to Gord. They've got some momentum here. Goaltender covers it up and we'll get a reset here. Cheryl, the name of the game is winning, but you got to think ownership's loving these packed houses night after night after night.
Show me the money, James. The concessions are lined up, and you can certainly see the colors of the team being worn by all of these people in the seats. You got to believe that this franchise is pretty happy.
Edmonton's got a hold of it along the wall. Tried to pick his spot, but that goes off the side of the net. And that's off a stick. Now a quick pass to Oshie. The Panthers gain possession. And that's picked off in the neutral zone by Henrique. Feeds the puck to Novak. Quick pass to Gord. And that shot dies in traffic. They gain the offensive zone from the middle. Oh, slick work with the glove by Bobrovsky. Now into the offensive zone from the right side. Denies him in close.
As a goaltender, you want to make yourself as big as possible, and that's exactly what he does right there and just takes away the net.
Getting into the later stages of this period, we're still scoreless. underway, and they take possession here inside the offensive zone. Here we go. Puck's in deep. And he loses control here. Pass back to the point. Scores! Look who's on the board. That's his first of the year. The Oilers have been on their heels for much of this period, but here we are with the lead late in period number 2.
Well, a product of good goaltending and capitalizing on your opportunity when you get it. It isn't always about quantity, but it certainly is quality.
There's the whistle, icing the call, big face-off looming. Florida's had a lot of good looks offensively, but they have run into one hot goaltender, which is why they trail late in this second. From the point, stops him cold. Jostles for the puck, but still hangs on. Here's a chance, and one last save. And there's the horn, 2 down, 1 more to go. Both teams will get a chance to catch their breath and get ready for a big third period next. We are moments away from the third period. The truth lies here. Well, the moment of truth for both teams here as we are underway in the third. Well, with 2 periods played, Pounder, your thoughts?
Florida's up against a hot goaltender, James, and you know when a goaltender's feeling it, you're going to have to get them moving laterally, and so they're going to have to find a way to go east-west and know exactly when to fire that puck.
The Panthers have it now, and it's a quick pass, breakaway. Oh, it stayed out! It stayed out! What a save!
Well, that's all Will, and this is going to elevate his team, no question about it, James. I mean, it was all but in, and then he comes from nowhere to make that save.
Oh, what a great save by Skinner!
Such an impressive save, James, and I love to look at these ones again because it's not just being in great position, it's being desperate. It's finding a way to get to the puck, keeping your eye on it at all times, tracking it, out-battling and out-willing everyone around you.
And that's stopped by Skinner. Moves it quickly over to Nugent Hopkins. Shot! And that's turned aside by Bobrovsky. Works it across to Forsling. And he slides it quickly to Tkachuk. Loses the coverage there. And not much on that one.
Listen, James, the shooter's in the slot. This is as high danger as it can get, and he challenges. He's set, ready to go, in great position, and makes the save as a result.
Florida's had countless shots throughout the night, but they still find themselves behind the 8 ball here in period number 3. Kulak's moving the puck through his own zone. Slides it on over to Stetcher. Puck knocked loose in the neutral zone. Shakes off the defender with some nifty moves. Beautiful read in the defensive end by Oshie. Slides it diagonally to Stetcher. And he gets in front of that. Handles it along the blue line. Oh, and he reaches out with a glove save. Wow! The Oilers grab possession of the puck. Picked up along the wall by Skinner. Scooped into the trapper by Bobrovsky. Florida's training staff and sleep team will be all hands on deck as the club opens up on the road next game. More than half the frame has been played here. Edmonton's ahead 1-0. Henrique's won the faceoff here in the offensive zone. And that pass attempt is deflected. Solid hit on the play, and that knocks the puck off his stick. Sends the feed in front. Brings it off the post. Gord's gaining momentum. Jostling for the puck, and he loses control. The Oilers are across the line and into the offensive end. Slides the puck ahead to Burrows. Shot! Turned aside with a glove by Skinner.
It's another sellout game. The team would like to thank you for your continued overwhelming support.
A big face-off here inside the offensive end. Novak's won the draw. Off target.
It's a real skill to be accurate and have a heavy shot, and right now it's just a heavy one that whistles wide. Wait a second, James. I believe there's going to be a call right there. An infraction happens. Well, when you're looking for the equalizer, it's tough to take a penalty and play shorthanded, James. You got to find a way to get to even strength so you can generate some offense.
And they win the draw on their own end. We got a delayed penalty coming up. That trip right in front of the official's eyes. Can't get away with that. And it's 4 against 4 here with the puck set to drop.
4-on-4 can be pretty confusing when it comes to coverage. You know that your defense have the forwards, but the forwards have to be able to contain the D as well. So it's complete defense out there.
Moves it to Fabry. Things starting to get a little physical out there. Spectacular stop by the goaltender. How did he hang on to that?
You have to be quick in your crease if you want to be able to deny low zone shots. He does that perfectly as he's tight to the shooter right there.
And as both teams are now... He's got a step! Oh, what a save here in this third period. Absolutely clutch powder.
Two good teams going at it head-to-head. It's a close game, and you got to find a way to execute, in particular when you get those golden opportunities.
Puck skips into the bench, and we'll get a reset. Florida's been very active offensively tonight, but they just have not been able to finish on their scoring chances here late in the third. And now it's over to Luosterainen. Moves it to the middle. Oh, and he comes up with a stop. Skinner's got the puck. He's going to hang on for a whistle and slow things down.
Well, he's been shelled, hasn't he, James? He's weathered every storm that's been thrown at him, and now he elects to pounce on this puck. It's a nice, safe play. He anticipates well, and he holds on for the whistle.
And that's knocked away in the defensive end by Kane. The Panthers have it against the wall. Quick feed to Luosterainen. Oh, and he steps up with the glove to stop that one. This is a face-off they'll definitely want to win here inside the offensive zone. Florida's got the puck inside the offensive zone. From the blue line. And they got caught up in traffic and hits a stick.
Kane's back in the play after grabbing a new stick from the bench. I mean, man, these things snap in half.
Takes the feed. Here's a short pass to Olivier. And a great save.
Olivier's return to the lineup certainly gives his team some added boost in offense as he gets a dangerous shot right off the hop.
A critical draw here. Offensive zone face-off, and he wins the draw. Puck grab by Novak. Takes a shot. Oh, he got a little sliver of it, and it stays out. A lot on the line here in this offensive zone face-off. And they win the offensive zone face-off, and here we go. Nugent Hopkins has it in the defensive end. Moves it over to Kane. And there it is. And the cherry on the top between the pipes, he picks up his first shutout of the season in that W.
He doesn't get any better than that, the shutout. And look at that. Everyone's giving him stick taps and fist pumps. Some blocked shots at the end of the game. You know how badly the defenders wanted it for him as well.
Well, on behalf of Cheryl Pounder, my broadcast partner, my name is James Cybulski. Thank you so much for joining us. A fun night of hockey tonight, and we look forward to bringing you